Okay, so first off, what's the first thing you guys have? What goes in? Where does 12.4 go?
To V1, right?
12.4 can go in V1. Next, where does, let's see, you have your other numbers here that are given to you. Where does 5L, pay attention, Naomi? Kenya? That's the front. Naomi, the front. You writing this down?
Yeah, you gotta be in front. You can't even get over
This is new. I know you don't know it, so write it down. Okay. The second volume you're given is 5 liters. Is that what? Okay. So, for V2 is going to be 5. V5. Okay, the second temperature that's given to us, basically the temperature 2 is going to be 108 C. So you got 108. So all you have to do is cross multiply and divide by 5. And that gives you the answer for the temperature 1. Does that make sense? Pretty easy stuff. So you guys pretty much know how to do that. Cross multiply and divide. Okay, now on y'all's quiz. I'm going to ask you guys about y'all's quiz. Okay, this quiz. You guys take a look. This quiz. Or this worksheet right here, you guys. Alright, you say quick recap. Down some quick. Okay, if I have a polyatomic ion, what's the definition of a polyatomic ion? What makes a polyatomic ion a polyatomic ion? It's multiple atoms that have a what? Multiple atoms that have a charge. So just real fast, I want you guys to go ahead and write this one down in y'all's notes. So you guys have this in your notes. Okay, how many of you guys have access to the internet? You guys have access to the internet at your house?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is, basically I'm going to be uploading videos of me teaching all these different concepts. So that means that when you start studying chemistry on your own, all you have to do is just go and go to YouTube and look it up, and I'll be recording pretty much how I did this stuff. So that way I'll kind of be like y'all's tutor at your house. Just pull up YouTube and teach you this stuff. Now, right over here, I want you guys to go ahead and write this one down in y'all's notes. This one's pretty tricky one. I want you guys to write this one down in y'all's notes. I'll give you guys a link to the channel, so that way you guys can pretty much study on your own. Okay, so you have CaOH2. First of all, what's the name of this compound right here?
calcium hydroxide.
You got calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen sulfate. Very good. Very good. So you have calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen sulfate. So you guys can already read these polyatomic ions. What's the name of this compound right over here?
Hydrogen.
This one here. This is one.
Calcium sulfate.
It's calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and draw that line. You want to go ahead and separate the left side, which is the reactants, separate it from the products. Okay, what's the next thing we do? Write down all the different elements you see. Okay, you see a Ca. You guys see a O. We got an H. We have another H, but since we already wrote it down, we just keep it the way it is. We have an S. And we have O, but we already wrote down our oxygen. Okay, so if it's CaOHS, if it's the same on the left side, what's it going to be on the right side? The same exact thing, put it in the same order. Okay, next, you want to count how many elements are on each side. For calcium, how many calciums do we have? We got 1. How many oxygens do we have? We got 2. Plus 4. So 2 plus 4 is... Okay, you guys see how I got that answer? That's the front. I'll say I got this answer. So 2 plus 4, I have 2 oxygens here. I have 4 right here, so you have to add up all the oxygens. So it's going to be 6. Okay, how many total hydrogens do I have? 4. I have a total of 4, very good. 2 hydrogens here, 2 here. I have a total of 4. And how many sulfurs do I have? 1. Got 1. Okay, this side, how many calciums do I have? 1. Got 1. Very good.
1.
Oxygens.
No, 5.
5. I have 4 oxygen atoms here. Got another one here. That gives me 5. Okay, how many hydrogens do I have?
2.
Got 2. And sulfurs, got 1. Okay, when balancing out equations, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to go ahead and take a look at the elements that have a 1 associated with it. So we want to balance those out first. We have calcium is 1, calcium's 1. That's already balanced. So let's go ahead and skip that. Take a look at our S's. Those have 1s associated with them, but once again, those are already balanced out. So let's go ahead and just start balancing out. Let's start with hydrogen. Okay, we have 4 hydrogens here. We have 2 here. What do we do to make this worth 4 to balance out the 4 over here?
2.
Okay, very good. So put a 2 right here. This 2 makes this hydrogen worth 2. It makes this oxygen worth how much?
10. 2.
You have 2 plus 4 is
7.
6.
6. So 2 plus 4 is 6. So remember, it makes this H worth 2. It makes this H worth 2. So I have a total of 4 right now. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Let me do it one more time. Let me just show you how I did this. I'll put a 2 right here. This 2 distributes the H, the O, and this H here. So it makes this H worth 2. So I have 2 H's. It makes this H worth 2. So I have another 2 H's. Give me a total of 4 H's. This 2 also makes the O worth 2. But I also have 4 O's here. So we're going to add up all my oxygens. 4 plus 2 is 6. So we're going to get my 6 oxygens from. Okay, now take a look at our equation. Is it balanced? It's balanced. That's it. So it's a little bit tricky because I want you guys to kind of understand how to distribute that too. It's a balancing equation. Okay, I got a couple things I want you guys to go ahead and add to y'all's notes. It deals with the chemistry tax concept. Put them over here and tell you guys what to copy down right there. Okay, one more thing I want you guys to go ahead and add is Avogadro's law. So go ahead and add this to y'all's notes. I want you guys to copy down the formulas and what they mean and what those symbols mean. This is Avogadro's law. Remember, this is on the test. So I want you guys to go ahead and write that down. It's going to ask you to apply the law using these equations. Remember, you don't have to memorize the equations, you just have to know how to apply them to the questions. I want you guys to go ahead and put tax by this. Start as tax, chemistry tax. So remember, when you guys start studying for the chemistry tax test on your own, that's what you guys are going to be doing. You'll be studying this on your own. Once I show you how to do it, you just be reviewing it on your own, not just you guys biology.